Hey guys, today's video has a special guest. His name is DarkMatt17. He is a huge Godzilla fan, so I asked him to come on and we're going to do a tier list of every Godzilla suit ever. There is no face cam today, I was feeling sick, but anyways, I hope you enjoy the video.
Here is the tier list being shared by Yonaha. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but this is Ethan. But yeah, we're getting into the tier list. So we have every Godzilla design from 54 all the way to the Godzilla vs. Kong. So this is very nice.
Yeah, so
I guess we'll start. First off, our tiers. He's mostly going to be like, controlling the mouse since he's sharing the screen. But we have perfect, great, good, decent, not good, and just terrible.
I think to start this off, we should just throw this cartoon in the terrible.
Are you like seriously?
I mean, what even is this? That's a dinosaur. That's not Godzilla.
Okay, I guess I'll get into that. I grew up with the Hanna-Barbera cartoon. It was on Netflix when I was much younger as a kid. I grew up with it. I have nostalgia towards it, but I definitely will admit it's definitely like a Stegosaurus with the Godzilla look.
Yeah, I mean, if I had seen this just anywhere, I wouldn't have known this was Godzilla. I would have thought this is like Land Before Time dinosaur.
Oh yeah, Land Before Time, that. Also, like the eye lasers and the freaking actual fire breath is so weird.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I know where I would put the 54 Godzilla. Where would you put the 54 Godzilla?
Of course, it's the first ever design. It's perfect. I honestly think it's perfect.
I do too.
Okay, first let's explain. So obviously it's the original suit. It's perfect. It has the perfect design, the perfect head, the perfect everything, basically. It's literally a perfect Godzilla design. It was such a great way to start off the franchise, honestly. So I'm really happy with the 54 design. I really love that one.
Yeah. I also think it is one of the most perfect designs we've ever gotten. The only gripe I have with the design is that his eyes are kind of pointed outwards and it appears a derpy from certain angles.
Actually, on some figures like NECA SH Monster, they have trouble positioning the eyes. Like one eye would be looking forward, one eye will be looking outward, when both of his eyes are supposed to be looking outward. It's really funny.
Yeah, and obviously that's a problem with several of the designs, but
Shogun Godzillas were all very derpy, especially our next entry, which we'll get to.
Yeah, so this is from Godzilla, what's it called? Raids Again. Yeah. I would put this one in
AKA Gigantus the Fire Monster.
Yeah, I think this belongs in the decent tier.
I mean, if you look at it from some angles, it looks good. But if you look at it from some angles, like the picture we see, and especially the soundtrack
Mm.
cover where you see a front look, it looks disgusting.
Yeah, maybe down to the not good tier.
Yeah, I think it's not good, but it's definitely not terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. Now,
wait, I thought 62 would be next, but I guess that's 65, right?
Yeah, I remember this one being the 62 one, which I know where I'm putting that one, but what do you think of this one?
65, that was Invasion of Astro Monster and Sea Monster.
Wow, you really know your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but Godzilla's my favorite franchise, man. You know I gotta know my stuff.
Yeah, Godzilla. I grew up obsessed with Godzilla, and I've expressed that in a couple of my videos related to him.
Yeah, I love Godzilla. 65. I haven't watched Sea Monster or Godzilla vs. Monster Zero in literal years, so I don't remember too much of this design. But from the looks of it, I actually do like it. It's not too derpy. It has a nice, has nice spines. It's not 55-ish. It's not, it's a pretty good design. It's not.
I'd say decent tier.
Yeah, I would say decent. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best design.
Yeah. I think that this particular design was improved on as we went into the late 60s.
Oh, yeah. That was mainly the basis for every Godzilla design, mostly, since.
Yeah. Now,
But Oh God.
1962. No,
Wait, that's 67, not 62.
67. Sorry. This
Uh,
one doesn't belong anywhere above the terrible. It is just the
okay.
ugliest design.
Can we explain why? Not only like the freaking head looks like a frog. I mean, most of the Showa Godzillas look kind of like ugly and derpy, but this one is
He's
the
straight
most.
up shaped like a thumb. Like, and it's just like when you take what Godzilla was only a decade before and then come to this, it's like, how did you fall so far backwards?
Exactly. Yeah, 67 is the most ugly Godzilla design. Like,
Yeah,
very disgusting. Like,
just absolutely terrible.
and
Now,
like,
this one is sorry.
can I continue saying?
This
There's a certain amount
one.
of,
Oops.
oh, there's a certain amount of people who love Son of Godzilla, and there's a certain amount of people that absolutely hate Son of Godzilla. Like, where are you in that? Like, honestly, like, I haven't watched Son of Godzilla in years, but I'm sort of on the side that I'm not the biggest fan of it.
I don't know, because I didn't hate any of the Godzilla movies as a kid. Like, I liked any of them. And that particular character, whose name escapes my mind at the moment, was really good in Godzilla Final Wars, which is like my prized possession. I had that on DVD and I loved that movie. But as I got older, I started to appreciate the original one the most.
Yeah,
And
like when you get older, like you definitely appreciate the original Gojira the most, especially when you understand like why it was made in the first place. Like
yeah, but as a kid, I just, I would fast forward to the fight scenes and that's all I cared about.
everybody did that as a kid.
So,
You
yeah, I mean, yeah, and your favorite was Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla. That is probably my favorite fight scene of any Godzilla.
we'll get to that though. We'll definitely get to that one.
Yeah,
But now we are on
King
Goat.
Kong versus Godzilla.
Man, I love the 62 suit. This I feel like there's it's a tie between 62 and 64 for all-time best Showa Godzilla suit besides like the other ones. Like
Yeah,
because they kind of are similar almost. Like, they're different designs, but
yeah,
62 I think uses like one of the only suits to use a green color scheme. Like I feel he's like a greenish gray from what I've seen in the movie.
yeah. It's hard to tell from this image here, but yeah.
Like the only other Godzilla suit to be green was Godzilla 2000, and like he's usually used for all the marketing, like with like games. But like we'll get to that later. But,
yeah. So because of how much better some designs are than this one, I'm gonna say this belongs in the good tier.
Yeah, like it's a great design, but it definitely like if you look at later suits, especially, it definitely like is like not as great as the other suits. But I still think it's a fantastic design. Like it's a great Showa Godzilla design, especially.
Yeah. Now, this
64.
one,
Oh, I love this suit.
I love this one also.
On memories because I used to watch Mothra vs. Godzilla all the time. So like I love this suit. That suit definitely.
Yeah, I think that there's no question this one belongs in the great tier.
Yes, like that is a fantastic Showa suit. I will be honest later when we get to like top 5 stuff. I will be a bit biased on some suits, but we'll get to those.
Yeah, and we can always rearrange some as we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, 64 definitely was a really great design. It's like, has all like the great things like you would see in Godzilla. It's pretty much a really amazing Showa design.
Yeah. And then we get to this one.
That's 68. Oh, this one's sort of iconic because it was used from 68 to 72. Yeah, till Godzilla First Gigan. But
yeah. I just think that this is not as good as this.
I like the 68 suit, but there's a better version of it, like honestly, but like
yeah, I think this belongs in the decent tier.
I would say it's good. Like
Good.
I would say it's
Yeah, why not? Well,
yeah, it's good. Like it's a good suit. Like
Yeah.
It's not like it's been outbeat, but like it's definitely a good suit.
and then
Wait, what is that? Is that 64?
I can't really tell. It's just this is a horrible picture.
Wait a minute.
This looks
I
like a
think
Twitch emote.
that either looks like 64 or 5. I think that's 64 from Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster.
Let's
Is that
Godzilla 1964. The toys of it are the only things showing up.
of course.
No,
Yeah,
the one from this picture shows up when I type in 64, but that might just be a discrepancy on Google. Let's just
Maybe
go based on the appearance.
they're the same suit though. Like, should we just put that in grade still? Like, it's the same suit probably. It looks to be.
It's
Or is that
just
60?
I
Or is that 65? Like,
I don't know, but I don't like this picture.
should we just like make a tier saying it's the same thing, or should we just put in like the same tier?
I don't want to put this all the way up here, even though it might be the same suit, just because it looks really bad in this picture.
Maybe just make a tier for like.
Let's
extra
treat it.
stuff that's the
Yeah,
exact same thing.
yeah. Let's treat it like it's its own suit from this picture and put it in the not good.
Okay, we will compromise with that.
Yeah.
Okay, what is next? What's that?
It's really blurry, but that looks like the honestly, that looks just like this one here from the front angle.
Why are there like 364-65s in here? What the hell?
I don't know. Whoever made this tier list probably thought that different movie, different costume, but
How about you make a separate tier for like extra suits that are the exact same thing? Like, just make a tier under terrible.
am I able to edit this tier list actually?
A lot to editing out.
Oh no. Okay, we're gonna have to just leave the tier list as is, and then yeah, hold on. Let me scale. There we go. Back to where we had it.
Okay, luckily we can edit this all out.
Okay.
But anyway, back to it. We're gonna probably exclude that whatever that was because we don't really know what it is. Like, like it's like a 64 or 65 again, or it could be the other show about Godzilla suits.
Now, I distinctly recall this one in Godzilla versus how do you pronounce his name? Hedra, Megalon.
Godzilla.
Yeah, so I think this one goes either in good or great.
Wait, this is one of the biased ones. This is my second favorite Godzilla suit of all time. It's from my favorite movie. It has a fantastic design. I love it.
All right.
It's perfect. I think it's a perfect suit. Like, it has like I like the face. I like the how it looks, the silver spines I love.
Okay. For the tone of those movies, I'll agree.
Yeah, like this was when Godzilla was more of like the heroic, almost like tone. So like I definitely think that it fits for that.
Yeah. If this Godzilla suit was used for this Godzilla movie, it would not belong anywhere up here. But for the tone of the movies it's in, I would say yeah.
Yeah, if you look at the face too, like it definitely looks to be like, a more goofy, like, suit, which like it fits with how the movies were. They were more goofy and like back in the day.
Yeah. Now, these go out of chronological order, but we do have a Heisei Godzilla right here.
Oh, there's multiple. There's 1991, that's 100 meters just with an 89 spine. So there's 89 Goji, who's 80 meters. 92 to 95, 94 Goji, I mean, with 100 meters. So, like, really, like, this is going to be confusing.
Yeah. I have always loved this design. In the games I had... Sorry, what?
Is that 91 Goji or?
It's hard to tell. This looks like it's a screenshot from like Tokyo SOS, but that's like 2002, isn't it?
Yeah, 2003. So like that's probably in the 90s. They should have.
Yeah. Regardless of which movie it's from, I think this belongs in either great or perfect.
I say perfect. Another bias thing, this is my third favorite suit, so I think that goes in perfect.
Yeah,
in general, I think goes in perfect. Like
Yeah.
it's also the most well known. I mean, it was used in every Pipeworks game. It was used in the PS4 game. It was like it's really like one of the most well known basic Godzilla figures. Like it
Yeah.
has a design. Like
Yeah, every Godzilla game I had this design and Godzilla 2000, and they were listed as Godzilla 90s and Godzilla 2000.
respectively, yeah.
Yeah,
But next up, I think that is 89 Goji, isn't it?
I believe so. Based on like the film grain, I would say it's older than this one.
Okay, 89 Goji is a bit different. It has a different spines. It has like a more like it didn't have the same spines as 91. So I would say it's not like as good, but I would say it's still like a fantastic suit.
I'd
Like,
say it's great.
yeah, it's definitely because like it has like it pretty much like was the predecessor to 91 through 94 suit. Well, technically 95, but that's Burning G. But this definitely was a great suit like after 84 came out. So I definitely agree that this was one of the better Godzilla suits, and also from a very I wouldn't say underrated like Godzilla movie, Biollante, even though it is very well loved.
Yeah, I haven't seen Violante in a long time.
I gotta watch it again. I have it
I
on Blu-ray.
I lost most of my DVDs. I still have my like the Gogeta like original. Well, not the original, but like it's a disc
Yeah,
set with the English and the Japanese versions.
I have the Criterion collection. That's what I used to actually watch the film.
Yeah.
Like that.
What I'm really happy about is that YouTube has several of the movies for free with ads, but yeah.
You can record the footage without it being blocked. Like I tried it.
Well, I'm not trying to record it. I just want to be able to watch them.
Yeah, luckily all the movies are pretty much free with ads. Like, you can just watch it freely and you don't have to worry about anything. Like it's which is fine because I can watch my favorite film ever for free, like which I love.
Yeah. All right. So this design here.
That's 75. The 75 suit I heard it's different because the eyebrows are more angry. He has like a more angry expression.
Yeah, I can see between this and this. They narrowed out his snout a lot.
Actually. I think he looks better with an angrier look.
Yeah.
Angrier look. I definitely would say it's perfect still, like because come on, it's one of the best suits.
Yeah, I gotta agree there. I don't really know what I'm looking at here. This looks like another not Godzilla dinosaur.
I don't even know what that is. Shall we try to find another tier list and restart this almost?
No. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Okay, based on looks, where would you put this one?
Probably bad. Like I can barely see it though. Like, oh wait a minute. Oh, that's 84 Goji.
Huh.
That's 84 Goji actually.
Would you move it off of bad or?
Okay, I guess temporary restart. Next up, we have 84 Goji, which we couldn't tell at first. That's why we sort of put it in bad, but 84 Goji, was the first suit we got after Terror of Mechagodzilla, like, Return of Godzilla in 1984. I would say it's not my favorite, but I definitely think it was a really revolutionary look for Godzilla, so I would say it's around great, like, What would you say?
I feel like there's so many great ones that I feel like I'd have to put this in good.
Good or great? Definitely, how would you compromise with good? Like,
yeah, I just think that we're gonna have so many in great once we get through here that I don't know.
I mean, 984 was it was a good design, pretty much though did get much better with it did get much better with the other Heisei Godzilla suits.
Yeah. All right. Another
That's
90s.
94. That I think that's the 94 suit because that looks to be very 94. The earlier Heisei suit must have been 92. So I think that's the exact same suit.
Yeah, so
Just perfect, I guess, like since it's the same thing.
yeah, I wish that they didn't do that, but this one
Oh,
I have to put
that's
in
Burning
perfect.
G. Burning G is perfect,
Perfect.
absolutely.
Yeah, no, that was I went crazy for this one when I first saw
Yeah,
it.
first of all, Godzilla vs. Destroyer was an amazing film. And also, like, the whole burning Godzilla critical mass idea was an amazing thing they did. You know, Godzilla dying, and also, like, it's just like, it's like, honestly, an iconic design at this point. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah. And then we have another 90s one here. It's I wish they didn't cap him with dark backgrounds because that's almost the same color as his scale
That
skin.
might be 93 Goji or 89 again. Like,
So same costume again.
oh, wait, I just realized the great picture, like that earlier Heisei picture, that's 93 probably. And that picture that, like, right there is 89.
Oh.
So,
So
like, I guess we have to replace them, or should we just still put them in great?
we can put them side by side in great, even though they're very, very similar to this.
All right, temporary mistake. Yeah, we did mistake. Like, we did rate 93 Goji as great, but we also are rating 89 Goji. So just, still the same, like, great
Yeah.
design
Yeah,
Godzilla.
man. I
Then we
mean,
have 91, like 91 Godzilla here. What do you think about this one? Because this was our first 100-meter Godzilla.
um, I definitely think that the snout was improved upon in later designs.
Oh yes,
So,
definitely.
but it's also just still very good. I would put it in the great.
Yeah, I would put it great too. Definitely, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, honestly. I'm not a big fan of the time travel element, but, I still did like how Godzilla looked in the film. He had a good snout, like, he was 100 meters now. And also, there was the Godzillasaurus. We can't forget about that.
Yeah. Now, Godzilla 2000 was my favorite when I was a kid.
Oh my, yes, mine too. Oh my god. This is no joke, this is my favorite Godzilla suit of all time. I'm being
Yeah.
serious.
I just think
I'm
that this is such a intimidating design, but it's also just like it's his neck isn't too long, his snout isn't too short. I think that everything about this design is perfect.
Oh yes, like no, like this is how you properly reboot Godzilla. You give him a new look, a new color scheme, different colored spines. You give him like this is how you reboot Godzilla. Like Godzilla 2000 was a great reboot after what happened in 1998. So really, that's got to go in the perfect. Both of them, even the
Yeah.
Mega Gear, both of them are perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, I always was troubled between which of Heisei and 2000s which one I liked, and I concluded that the Heisei one I always found his neck was a bit long and wide and his snout wasn't long enough, but this design fixes everything.
Yeah, 2000 definitely is my favorite suit of all time. So I'm like love that suit to death. And it was also the main Godzilla in the Piper's game, so like that adds on to it.
Yeah. Now, what do we think of this one?
GM GMK. Oh, this is another top five for me. Man, this suit's amazing. This like not only is it like a great like mythological almost Godzilla where he's like the souls of like the people who died in World War II, but overall he's very amazing. Like the white eyes make him look scary. Like he has a really awesome like design. So honestly, I would say this one's also perfect. Like this is a perfect suit for me.
Oh, I have a poster of this Godzilla. I just looked
Oh
up.
yeah,
I
you saw that in your video, like you have a
Yeah.
poster of the GMK suit. But yeah,
It's
that's
just
definitely a
this
perfect.
picture made it hard for me to recognize it, but I just looked up other pictures of it and I saw my exact poster that I have on my wall. I was like, oh,
Oh, that's amazing.
all right,
Okay, this 2002/2003 Goji. Ooh. This one's very similar to 2000. Like this is
yeah,
almost the exact same thing, just with
yeah.
a few. differences.
Yeah, I think it's still perfect.
Yeah, I still it's basically what Godzilla 2000, the best suit of all time, with the classic charcoal gray silver spines and like a different sort of head with the blue atomic breath. It's literal perfection.
All right.
And
What?
this was also used in many comic books. This was the main Godzilla and Rulers of Earth.
Yeah, what do you think of the Final Wars costume?
Okay. Final Wars was my first ever Godzilla movie back when I was only 4
Really?
years old, 2010. So, despite me loving other shits more, I love Final Wars to death.
Excuse me, you said you were 4 years old in 2010?
I'm 15 years old.
Oh my god, I had no idea.
I'm turning 16 this summer though, so.
Wow. Yeah, no, I had no idea. Wow. I mean, good job with your YouTube channel. Wow, I had no idea.
Thanks.
When I was your age, I was terrible at making content. But back to it. Final Wars. Yeah, I treasured this movie when I was younger.
It's basically the Matrix with Godzilla kaiju in it.
Yeah, even though the movie was so campy and corny, I loved it. And
the movie's meant to pay homage to the classic Godzilla movies, though.
And just the fire in his eyes when he woke up, I loved this design. It's not as good as 2000, but I still think it's perfect.
Yeah, honestly, also the fact that this man is acrobatic as hell, this man just flew around all over the place fighting Monster X and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, next up we have a nice
legendary good one Godzilla.
2014. Then there's 2019 and 2021. Technically, 2019 and 2021 are the same, but we'll go 2014.
I don't hate the Legendary Pictures Godzilla, despite how much I talked about the movie being not great compared to Shin Godzilla or other Godzilla movies, but I think it's still a great design.
I liked how they took inspiration from real life animals. That's one big thing that they did. That's really great. And I think overall, it's a good design. It was a great redesign for Godzilla. After 10 years of absence, a new fresh Godzilla, in theaters in 2014, and I think it's really good. Not as good as 2019 or other designs, but I still think it's one of the better American Godzilla suits. Definitely.
Yeah, I would say the perfect Godzilla, if they ever were to redesign him again, would be a mix of Legendary and Godzilla 2000.
Oh yes, Bro, imagine we get a Legendary Godzilla with the Godzilla 2000 spines in a future film.
And the snout is more like this one. Yeah, I would love that.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Yeah, so I would put it in great.
Yeah, I would also put it in great.
And I'm going to just go ahead and put the other one in great also because they're the same design. And this... Well,
except a couple differences. His tail is more rounded. His feet are more like the Showa Godzilla's feet, and also his spines are ripped from 54 Godzilla.
I didn't even realize they changed him.
What?
I didn't even realize he changed between 2014 and King of the Monsters.
Basically, in the Godzilla Aftershock comic, they gave an actual reason why his spines changed. Basically, when fighting against this Muto Prime, his spines got destroyed or something. And then he grew out more bigger spines, and he got the 1954 spines apparently.
All right. What is your opinion of Shin Godzilla?
I'll be honest, when I was much younger and a big dumbass, I didn't really like Shin Godzilla. But now being older and being about to be 16, being more mature, I actually do like it now. I actually didn't really like it at first, but now I'm really starting to like it more and more. Shin Godzilla.
Yeah, Shin Godzilla might be my favorite Godzilla movie, and it depends on how you classify it. And hold on, my grandma's phone is ringing, and she has that old phone ringtone. I'm gonna let that pass.
But anyway, what were you saying? You can repeat it.
Okay.
If you want.
In terms of what the original point of Godzilla was, Shin Godzilla is the best Godzilla movie besides the original.
I haven't fully watched it like at all, so I gotta watch it
Okay,
actually.
Shin Godzilla is entirely social commentary. It is not a Godzilla hero or villain movie. It's just like, it's about the times we live in, but it also is extremely reminiscent of the original 1954. And this version of Godzilla's entire premise is that he is rapidly evolving, and that's why he changes forms 5 or 6 times in the movie.
Yeah, he goes from like a tail to like a Kamado cone. Is that, and then like to like form B, and then like he goes to his final form as well.
Yeah, which isn't actually the final form, it's just that they had to stop him from evolving further.
Oh yeah, technically not the final form. Actually, correction. He had those little humanoid things though, like humanoid
Yeah.
Godzilla, like on his tail. Like
You know what the metaphor is for that?
what?
The only thing more dangerous to humanity than Godzilla is humanity, so he was turning into humanoid figures.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense actually.
Keep in mind,
But
this was directed by the creator of Neon Genesis Evangelion, so it's always going to be like full of that kind of metaphor and imagery. But
yeah, pretty much.
I can't say that Shin Godzilla's design is perfect, but I do really like it. I think it belongs in great next to Legendary.
Definitely. I will admit, I do like the purple color scheme too. That's like really unique. The red around his body
Oh
and
yeah,
how he's a purple atomic breath. That's really unique to Godzilla. Because
easily
usually,
the most intimidating Godzilla we've ever gotten.
well, besides GMK for me, GMK
Yeah.
is like really intimidating. Like the man is like a killer after all.
Yeah, but like just the teeth and the spines and how tiny his eyes are and the way his mouth opens omnidirectionally, I think for me he is the most terrifying Godzilla we've gotten.
I think like at some points he also was the most creepy and disgusting with how like his mouth opens up like that and how like he's like like bleeding a lot and like his tail. It's just creepy. Like he adds to that creepy factor really.
Yeah. I can already see people freaking out that these are up here and these are in the gray one.
Hey, you got to give respect to Showa and Heisei. There are the best Godzilla suits after all,
Yeah.
especially with the there.
And now we
But
have
oh boy,
the worst
we have
Godzillas.
a boy. Wait, I gotta say, we have everyone's favorite. We have Gino, Godzilla name only, Zilla, Godzilla 98, whatever everyone calls it. I remember everybody likes to call it Gino, though. But what do you think of this design?
If it wasn't a Godzilla movie, I would say this is a cool design, but this is a horrible Godzilla design.
Okay, that's the thing. Everybody says, mostly, not everybody, but many people say that 98, Godzilla 98, is a good monster movie, but it's a bad Godzilla movie.
Exactly.
I can agree with that. It's like, if you watch it as a regular monster movie, just like a giant mutant iguana running around New York City, running away from military, then it's just a good monster movie. But if you were to say this is a Godzilla movie, everybody would say it's a bad one. Like,
and I think bad is exactly where it goes.
I like the design, honestly, but I prefer our next entry, actually, which is the animated series Godzilla 98. This is Zilla Jr. Well, Godzilla Jr., really. No, come on, like that's a good design. At least put it up in decent. Like that's a decent.
Yeah, I can't out of just my respect for these put this one anywhere above decent.
Well,
it's not a bad design in general. It's just a bad Godzilla, but I'll put it in decent for you.
Hey, it was designed by Totopoulos, so like you like I guess respect to him.
Yeah.
Oh, now we have. Oh, I guess put the Godzilla vs Kong design in like the regular like great tier because it's the same thing as 2019.
Yeah.
But now we have the animated design. So first, I guess we'll go over Godzilla Earth / Phileas. I will admit, I do love this design a lot, especially with how it's basically like how like how detailed he is, and like, I love the eyes and like the big spines, and no, he's definitely one of the more unique Godzilla, I guess. He's
Hold
one of the
on.
more unique ones.
I'm like looking at other pictures of him, and he's very mountainous.
Like, he's 300 meters tall. He's the of this like he's the freaking height of the Empire State Building.
Yeah, sorry. Is this one Godzilla Earth? Because that's the one I'm getting results of.
Yeah, that's Godzilla
What
Earth.
is this
Like,
one?
that's Godzilla Ultima Godzilla from Singular Point. We'll get to that later after the Earth one though.
Okay. The Earth one I think is a very cool design. He's a bit chunky.
Oh, you continue.
Sorry. He is rather chunky, like he is a big wide
Yep.
Godzilla.
Is a damn good six-pack as well.
But like I love giganticism. I love when we make creatures that are just outrageously large.
Yeah. Also, like, his design was very inspired by plants. Like, you can look at his dorsal plates and like it's very plant-like. Like,
Yeah, I would have no problem putting this up with Shin Godzilla and
I would say it's perfect. Extra point because he has a beard. I mean, would you ever expect a Godzilla with a beard? But
I would not.
I would say it's great. That's definitely.
This is a horrible picture of it, by the way.
Though about the beard thing, what do you think of that? Like, they added a beard to Godzilla Earth to show like he's over 1,000 years old. What do you think of that?
I'm investigating other pictures. I found a weird picture of him wearing a suit and bracelet.
That's weird.
I don't dislike the beard, especially because it's like horns and not like hair.
If it was hair like Kong, like was supposed to have a beard in Godzilla vs Kong, like if it was hair, that would have been weird. But it makes sense that it's spiky in like Godzilla Earth's case.
Yeah, but
But then,
yeah,
then we have the final design. We have Ultima Godzilla from Singular Point. I'll be honest, I haven't watched Singular Point yet. I have to though. I will watch Singular Point, but I have fully seen the design. It's definitely very Shin. It's very Shin Godzilla.
Yeah, it's very unique. I'm looking at multiple images of it. I don't like the proportions of
He's very
his
thick.
legs.
Like, he's very thick.
He has
See those legs? He's so thick.
Yeah, he he has ridiculously fat legs. I know that the Heisei Godzilla has some lunch lady thighs, but like these are huge.
And
then his mouth.
They made him so big.
I like the redesigned face, like his teeth. He has two fangs pointing out of the front of his mouth.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. It's very Shin because if you think about it, because like you saying, going back to the director, this is very Shin, like, because Shin Godzilla is the most anime like Godzilla, really. You would see that in an anime, so like Singular Point is almost like that.
Yeah. I think that this is a good or great design.
I would say it's good. Like, I wouldn't say it's like the absolute best, like, especially since, like, damn eyes, but like it definitely is a good design.
Yeah. All right, now that we're here, are there any changes you think we should make, or is this a good set in stone list?
I think I would change 2019 to being perfect because it has like a very classic look to it. Like, it is like more classic Godzilla than 2014 with like, it has 1954 spines. It has like, it's honestly a really good Godzilla suit. Like, really.
Yeah. I'll accept that. It's funny.
I think that's pretty much it, though. So our tier is, we have in perfect, we have 54, 73 to 4, 90, 92, 74, 94. Then we have, I think, I was just checking. We have Burning G. We have 2000 Mega Gearus, also GMK 2002 and 3, 2019, and 2004. In Great, we have 64. Other 60. Who is that again? Is that 84 Goji? In like.
I feel like this is the suit from Godzilla versus Hedra.
Oh, that is the suit from Godzilla vs. Hedra. I just saw that.
That was one of my favorites.
But like, should
That's...
we move that down to good then? Like,
yeah, it's good. It's not great. I love that movie. I'm infuriated by how he flies away at the end.
Hey, it's a meme. It's the meme, dude.
Memes
Like,
didn't exist in the 60s.
I mean, it was the 70s after all. Like, you could do whatever you wanted.
Sorry. Yeah, it was strange. A weird... It's the same movie where he kind of does that jumping thing with, and he's like turning... I don't even know how to explain his like hand movements.
No, that was Invasion of Astro Monster. Like, he did the dance. Like, he did the Godzilla dance.
Oh, he does another kind of dance in Godzilla vs. Hedra. I just can't recall. It's been a long time.
That. But, as I was saying, though, in Great, we have 64, 93, 89 Goji, 91 Goji, Legendary Goji, 2021 Goji, Shin Godzilla, Godzilla Earth. In Good, we have 62, 68, 84 Goji, Ultima. In Decent, we have 65, Geno 1 and 2. Not Good, we have 55, and I think 64 or 65. And in Terrible, we have Hanna-Barbera and 67 Godzilla. So, that is the tier list. This was really fun to make, actually.
Yeah, this is great. You are truly an encyclopedia of Godzilla information. I thought I was a big fan, but like you really know what you're talking about.
I've been a fan since I was 4 years old. Like, you know, I've been a fan for a while now, and I'm really glad to be. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be the tier list.
All right, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment what you thought. If you disagree, let me know. Go subscribe to DarkMatt17. He is a very knowledgeable fan of this series, and I think that his content is worth watching. I will have him linked in the description. I'd also like to thank my patrons, Jason K and Carrie Smith. And yeah, thank you for watching.
All right. Hey guys, peace out.